All right, so this still kind of looks like garbage, so we're going to link up our own CSS so that we can customize and beautify that. So in our UIT chat project, let's make a new directory called CSS. Then we can go into that folder and create a new style.css file. From there, we can just drag in the style.css to our Sublime text. Then back in our HTML, we'll need to reference this new file. So the CSS folder and the style.css file. So now that it's linked, we can start manipulating the code. We will add a class called visit. And in our style.css .visit, dot is for the classes. And then we'll just add some changes so that we can see it. We'll add a background color, a height, and a font color. Now save it and make sure that you get out of the directory and back to the main UIT project directory before you restart your server. And awesome, we can see those changes. So next, let's elongate this message box. And we'll do that by adding a class in here where the input box is. So I'll make the class input box. And in style.css, it'll be .indexBox. And I'll just give it a width and a height. So we'll just save both of these. Great, so that's changed. Next, we're going to try to move this message box down. So in our HTML, where this messages div is, I'm going to add a class called messages. And then in the CSS, I'm going to give that a height. So we'll save that. Awesome. So this is looking more like a Slack chat app. So now that we have some of the basics, we can start manipulating the functionality. So see here, when I'm typing a message, I can do it without a name. And the name is more or less optional here. We can see in the database there's no name, it's just an empty string. And I can input my name here and then I can add it. But I don't like that. I want to be more of a dictator and know who my users are. So to do that, we're going to have to change some of the functionality, which will bring us to our next section, which is understanding how the JavaScript works and how we can change it for ourselves.